Quantum entanglement, quantum consciousness, collective consciousness is very, very real. First, let's look at the definition of science. It originally came from the Latin word scientia, which meant knowledge, a knowing experience or expertness or experience. By the late 14th century, science meant, in English, collective knowledge. So basically what it means is the collective beliefs in the minds of the masses. And that's why propaganda and media is the most powerful force in this nonsense wizard world. Because it's like, if they can get you to believe it, if enough people believe something, that's what science is. It literally, according to how it's used, that's science. Scientists will tell you that they will find the answer that the funding tells them to find. Less than 50% of scientific studies can be replicated. If a scientist gets $1 million to figure out that dogs actually speak Spanish, they will 100% of the time do studies that they designed to prove that dogs speak Spanish. That's not an exaggeration. They literally do that all the time. And so, and dog speaking Spanish is more ridiculous than 99% of the science you think is fact. So what they've done is basically it's a legalese. How in legalese, person doesn't mean living man. A person is a corporation. It's a dead fiction. And so just because we use it that way doesn't mean that's, so they always have to tell you what they're doing. Trust the science means trust the collective subconscious, the collective belief. And we are connected with, consciousness. Fact. That's why you'll see something that Matt from Quantum of Conscious calls the download, where something will come out. Like now the whole, so many people are like, we need to fight with Ukraine. And because enough of the people that they're connected to start believing something and then they believe it. And there's no barrier to that. So the television, tell, lie, vision. They always tell you because they have to tell you. They'll give you a world where you're referencing that as your memories. So many people, they're like, Chernobyl has to have happened. I was there. Or like, the Holocaust was really horrible. I saw the Steven Spielberg movie. Like in their mind, they've lived it. They're like, no, that movie showed me what truth was. And because they believe it, the science merely is the collective knowledge. It's not about right or wrong. And so a lot of us are not in that world. We are actually trying to figure out what is really happening. And so we're not connected on that frequency of these people. So when the frequency shifts and they take off their mask and just wave a Ukraine flag and they don't know why they're doing that. I mean, they'll spend all this time and resources and effort getting everyone to believe something. And then they can legally call it science. Because if enough people believe something, according to the definition of science, that's it. Trusting the science means trust the collective belief. And so that's why we keep seeing the science changing. Everyone's like, but the science can't change. Science are facts. No. Science is the collective belief as an average. It's like this big brain that's just in the ether somewhere.